Stahlhelm. Okay, so what I got here is I believe it's a Chinese reproduction Stahlhelm. It's not an original. This can be told because, if I can find it, right here. I believe that is ET67. They did not make a size 67, and it's lacking some of the proper stamps, and these just too close together. So I thought, you know, this is cool. I like this, but I want to do something with it. I want to paint it. So I figured that's exactly what I would do, because would not at all feel comfortable doing that to an original. Not with my current skill set, but with this cheap Chinese reproduction, undoubtedly. Okay, maybe it isn't cheap, but it's not an original, so I'm gonna mess it up. Stahlhelm. Okay, so the first thing I thought I would do is sand it off, and I have 2 grits of sandpaper here. I have low grit and even lower grit, so I think I'll start off with the purple one and see how that goes. Here's a real quick look at it before I destroy it in all of its beauty. Right here's a nice look at the SS. And here is a lovely 360. Oh, scheisse! And right here I start off by sanding off the pins that hold in the liner. And they were black underneath, so that was pretty neat to see. Now what I'm doing here is tearing off a piece of cardboard so I can put the pins on it. It is not my idea. I believe I picked that up from a History Secrets video, so big thank you to them. I definitely recommend checking out their channel. They make some really great content. And now I'm just sanding it down, trying to make it a little smoother, get rid of all the sand texture on it, try to make it easier to paint. Goodbye, swastika. It was at this point I noticed that the sandpaper wasn't really doing all that good. So I tried swapping over to the other grit, but that didn't help at all. So eventually I did just give up on trying to sand it, and I moved on from there. Here I go with my first attempt at spray painting it, and I started off with that color, but as you will see, I later went on to change my mind and change my mind again and again and again. Okay, so I just spray painted the little pins that hold in the liner with this camouflage, but it's a little, not quite liking it, but I went through the spray paint tub again, and I found olive drab, so I think I will try that out instead for the base layer. I will go on to use the camouflage anyway. Time for the poorly recorded time-lapse of layer 1. No more twin lightning bolts. No more ancient symbol of peace. All right, time for coat 2. I think this time I will use the camouflage. I have no plan and no concept of how paint works when you layer it, so you definitely need to plan these things out in advance. And it doesn't hurt to know what you're doing. Tried to spray the inside a little bit, but it's something I eventually gave up on and decided to do when the outside had dried enough for me to be able to do so. Now, there's one special thing I need that I think can greatly improve the look of the helmet, and I believe it's right over here. Hello there, little sand. Hello, sand. Just need a little bit of you to come with me. I'm back, but I dropped a lot of my sand, so that sucks. Oh, that's too much. Bah! Well, I'm gonna have to make multiple trips because that freaking sucked. Well, I definitely messed up with the sand. I'm not really liking how it's turning out. So, I'm just gonna beat it up now and decide what to do with it afterwards. So, yeah, it still hurts. Look at that nice camouflage. It is looking beautiful. I know exactly what to do with it now. I decided I'm going with some sort of apocalyptic type helmet because historical accuracy is unachievable with my certain set of skills and equipment and whatever. And I don't really think anything Wolfenstein-like or for the Wolf Brigade or anything like that will be able to come out of this. So, I'm yapping. I'll just get back to it. So I've been using these 3 spray paints, and honestly, it isn't looking all that bad. Even with all the dirt and rocks on it, I think it is starting to look, really, really cool. Definitely, I don't know, like probably not World War II, but it's still definitely looking nice. So, I'm going to get back to it. I don't even know what's happening to it at this point. I spray painted the inside a little, but I didn't wait for it to dry, so it has that weird effect to it. And I got it all smudged up with my fingerprints, and it's just looking horrendous. But I'm gonna keep going. Okay, so I think I managed to recover it. It's looking pretty beat up, pretty ugly, and I guess that'll just be the look I'll stick with. So, yeah, that's cool, I guess. So, okay, so that is not looking too terrible. I think I will wait for it to dry, and then I will continue to just fidangle, and all that other hubbub. So, yeah. This is a perfect example of why you should have a plan before you do something. I just covered almost the entire thing with this camouflage stuff, so. Yeah. Well, this is what I have now, and I think this is as happy with it as I'm gonna get. So I'm just gonna wait for it to dry, put the liner back in, put some pins in it, and then I think I'm good to go with it. Okay, I've been letting it sit here for a while, and it's honestly, I think it's looking pretty good. Definitely not something you would have... You finished? Definitely not something you would have seen during World War II. But I think... Try me, boy. Come on, try me. Come on, let's go. Let's go. You want to do this? You want to do this, boy? Huh? You want to do this? You want to do this? I don't even know what I was saying. It looks fine, I think. Yeah, so I'll wait for it to dry, swap the liner in it, and then put it on. Now, I was able to find out the helmet was not an original, but this liner, I can't be sure because I hate that rooster. It seems pretty authentic to me. I mean, it's got the stamps on it, right? And the sizing, if I can find it. Yeah, those aren't odd numbers. And then if you look at the leather, if I can get it to focus. Please, focus. Behind it. Yeah, look at that. I think that is pretty dang cool. But again, I mean, this could just be another copycat, so who knows? I definitely don't. But if any of you guys do, please let me know in the comments down below whether or not you think this is a real liner, because it seems legit to me. This has been sitting here for maybe like 2 hours now, and it still isn't dry yet, so I think I'm going to have to wait until tomorrow to do more with it, but I'm not too disappointed with it, so I will just do more of it later.